Hello, my name is Miguel Castillo, and today I will be talking about color sensors. First, let us know what is a color sensor. What is a color sensor? A color sensor is a type of sensor that detects the color of a subject placed in front of it. Now, there are different types of color sensors and thus having different structures and components of these color sensor. Next is how does a color sensor work? Now, it can work three ways. One is using a red, green, and blue LED and a separate light intensity sensor. Next is using a white LED and three separately filtered light intensity sensors. And lastly, we have the usage of a sensor that identifies light wavelengths. Now, going through the first one, the usage of three LEDs and a light intensity sensor. The first step is a single color is directed to the object. Light reflects from the object and the photoresistor absorbs the reflected light. The intensity of the light is reflected is then collected and processed after going through the three LEDs. For example, a green object will absorb mostly red and blue colors while reflecting the green color. In that case, the photoresistor should have a larger resistance and voltage readings on the green LED compared to the blue and red LEDs. This data is what we are going to use to determine which color of the object is in place in front of the color sensor. And here we have a sample circuit of a sensor with three LEDs and a single light intensity sensor. As for the circuit, three LEDs are used to be directed on an object, red, green, and blue, while a photoresistor functions as the light intensity sensor. Then next is we have R5. The V out is tapped on the R5 to check the voltage value of how much it increases. Next is we will be seeing a video demo of a color sensor. Now here is a video demo of a color sensor. You can notice that the light is blinking. This means that three different color LEDs are each taking turns to reflect light on the object. You can see that the user places an object and an LED light corresponding to the color of the object also lights up. Now we have red apple, the red LED lights up. We have a blue yogurt cup, the blue lights up. And next is we have a green leaf, and the green leaf also lights up. As for the second one, we have the usage of a white LED and three light intensity sensors. First step is a white light is directed to object. Light reflects from the object and the filtered light intensity sensor absorbs the reflected light. Like the first one, the intensity of the light reflected is then collected and processed. In the case of a white light reflecting from a green object again, the green filtered sensor should have the least light intensity absorbed, and the red and blue ones having the most, since a green color absorbs blue and red more while reflecting green back. The green filtered sensor should reflect the green instead of absorbing it. And as for the last one is using wavelength sensor. A white light is directed to the object. Light reflects from the object and the wavelength sensor determines the wavelength of the light reflected. A program can be used to determine the specific color of the object. As you can see on the slide that there is a certain wavelength for a specific color. On this wavelength, this will be used to detect the color of the object by the sensor. And that is it. Thank you for watching.